welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here to talk about the new Bus Simulator 21 expansion. And yes, you read that right. This is the official Tram extension for Bus Simulator 21 Next Stop. Now, this expansion was released on the 14th of November 2023. And obviously it's for Bus Simulator 21 Next Stop. And you can buy this singly for £16.99, or you can grab it in the Season Pass for £20.99. Now, the Season Pass includes a couple of DLCs. We've covered one of them previously, which was like the school bus one, and a few other little additions as well as this tram extension. Now, this works on all versions of the Xbox game, so Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. It's also available on PlayStation and PC. And honestly, it's a weird one. Like, it's cool that there's a tram expansion, but it's weird because this is a game about buses. It feels like it should be its own little game, unless they're maybe teasing it for a tram focus game. The content itself features a whole host of new things. Obviously, you get the opportunity to drive and manage the trams, and they're all on rails. So unlike the buses where you have a bit of free reign, you're more stuck on the rails like all trams are. Now, this does include new missions for the game's story mode, which is great across the Angel Shores and Seaside Valley areas. And on top of that, you also have like a route creator as well. Now, obviously, this DLC has trams in it. There are 2 drivable trams in the game. This includes like their cockpits and their interiors and everything like that. And they look nice. They're very similar. So there's not as big a variety between the trams as there are with the buses, I must admit. And they look a little simplistic in some areas compared to some of the trams I've seen. And a lot of the controls in the UI and everything very much feel like they've been badly ported from a bus, from the bus side of it. So it doesn't make sense why they would do that. Just like the routes and some of like the way that payments are made and stuff. It's just very minor things, and some of like what you have to do this, to do that. It just feels like they've, I don't want to say cut a few corners, but they've used what was already there for the buses and sort of forced it to fit with the trams, basically. So, obviously, like I said, there's 2 trams. There's the TO1 and there's a TO2. One of them's 4-door, one of them's 6 doors. And the missions that you get will be a handful of hours for each of the areas you use. Now, all in all, it's not a bad little bundle if you get it as part of the DLC, like Season Pass, because obviously if you bought this separately, it's about 70% of what the full Season Pass costs. So I highly recommend, if you're interested, pick it up for the full bundle with all the other DLCs instead of just this on its own. It's not perfect. It is a little glitchy, like a lot of these are, but it's just sometimes it's a little hard to like click on the doors because the on-screen sort of dot to tell you where you're going is really small, and also it just feels like they've not put as much effort into it than they could have. Now, I'm not crapping on this. Like, it's still a decent sized expansion. You're going to get about 8 to 10 hours worth of content out of it, plus obviously the sort of more free roam sort of side to it and everything, like making your own routes and stuff. But it just feels like they've ported the bus over, pulled the wheels off and stuck it on some rails and said that's a tram. Whereas the bus side of it, they've like with immaculate detail recreated all the buses down to a T. Everything looks fantastic, all the sounds are correct and stuff like that. It feels like they've not done as in-depth a job because they've just gone with generic sort of trams basically instead of like well-known ones. That's all I can say from it. But for a standalone sort of expansion where you can use the trams and stuff like that as their own little thing, and you can also use the bus routes and everything like that with the story mode as well. It's interesting, but I don't think it's going to be for everyone, especially hardcore fans of Bus Simulator. You're probably just going to be like, why? I just want more buses, and I just don't feel like this is for me. So check it out. Maybe watch like some gameplay footage, like in depth. I am not the biggest simulator like player. I'll play them. I do enjoy them. I have a lot of fun playing them. I don't take them super like hardcore serious like some people do. So if you are really into your like specifics and your accuracy, make sure you check this out before you take the plunge, because I just feel like you may get let down otherwise. But anyway, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.